Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Storytime with Grandma Kate. I've been super busy today getting the back porch ready because tomorrow Papa and I are going to pick up our brand new kitten. We've been waiting a long time to find just the right one, and he will arrive tomorrow. So I've been getting this back porch ready for him. When he arrives, I will share him with you during our next story time. And I have a very special book that I've chosen for Leo when he arrives. But today's story is actually kind of for Dee Dee and Jyoti, our other cats, because they may not exactly take to Leo right away. We're not sure, but you know how cats can be. So I thought today I would share Julius, Baby of the World by Kevin Henkes. Do you remember the story that I read to you maybe a month ago called Wimberly Worried? Kevin Henkes wrote that book too. So as you look at the book cover, you can see this is Lilly. If any of you have ever read the book Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse, I'll be sharing that one in another story time. But anyway, she is being not so very nice to her new little baby brother. But maybe by the end of the story, she might learn to love him. Let's find out. This book is called Julius, Baby of the World by Kevin Henkes. Turn the camera just a little so you can see. Lily is saying, "You mean that Bump is going to be a baby? I thought you were just getting fat like Aunt Mona." Oops. Yeah, her mommy is pregnant. Yeah. And this book says, "For Susan, the editor of the world." She says, "Hooray! We're having a baby." And Lily says, "These are for the baby." Before Julius was born, Lily was the best big sister in the world. She gave him things, she told him secrets, and she sang lullabies to him every night. After Julius was born, it was a different story. Lily took her things back. She pinched his tail, and she yelled insulting comments into his crib. "I am the queen," said Lily, "and I hate Julius." But her parents loved him. They kissed his wet pink nose, they admired his small black eyes, and they stroked his sweet white fur. Lily thought his wet pink nose was slimy. She thought his small black eyes were beady, and she thought his sweet white fur was not so sweet, especially when he needed his diaper changed. "Julius is the baby of the world," chimed Lily's parents. "Disgusting," said Lily. Lily had to share her room with Julius. "After Julius goes away, do I get my room back?" she asked. "Julius isn't going anywhere," said Lily's mother. And he didn't. He stayed, and he stayed, and he stayed. The sign says royalty only. Now she says she's the queen, so the sign on her door says royalty only. Lily was supposed to be very quiet while Julius slept. "After Julius goes away, can I talk like a normal person again?" she shouted. "Julius isn't going anywhere," said Lily's father. And he didn't. He stayed and stayed and stayed. You can see him getting bigger and bigger and bigger. "We want Julius to grow up to be as extraordinary as you," said Lily's mother. "So we must tell him constantly how beautiful he is and how much we love him." The daddy says, "We love you, Julius." And the mother says, "We love you. You're beautiful, Julius." When no one was looking, Lily had her own idea. And she says really mean things. It breaks my heart to even read them. Should I read what they say? She says, "I hate you. You're ugly." "We want Julius to grow up to be as clever as you," said Lily's father. "So we must sing him his numbers and letters whenever possible. And the daddy sings A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And the mother says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When no one was looking, Lily had her own idea. She says 3, 8, 1, 5, 9, 6. A, J, K, Z, B, S, C, H. She's mixing up all those letters. Why is she doing that? Do you know why? Why would Lily be mean to him? Maybe she's jealous, you think? Maybe she got used to getting all the attention, and now that Julius is here, she has to share. Lily's parents were more than a bit doubtful about leaving the two of them alone together. Look, there's a scary mask, and it's like a wizard or a magician, and she says, "Baby? What baby? I don't hear anything." Lily tried to frighten Julius with her nifty disguises. She learned magic and tried to make him disappear. When that didn't work, she simply pretended that he didn't exist. Lily spent more time than usual in the uncooperative chair. That's like her timeout chair. See, here she is. This sign says, "I hate everything." Here she is again and again and again. What does that sign say? "I'm hungry." That sign says, "I have to go to the bathroom." And there she is again. Uh-oh, did she get up and leave? Did you ever get put in a timeout chair? I used to get sent to my room when I was naughty. Lily's parents showered her with hugs and kisses and treats of all shapes and sizes. They even let her stay up 15 minutes later every night. It didn't matter. Nothing worked. "I am the queen," said Lily, "and I hate Julius." But her parents loved him. They kissed his wet pink nose, and they admired his small black eyes, and they stroked his sweet white fur. "Julius is the baby of the world," chimed Lily's parents. "Disgusting," said Lily. Lily's parents were amused when Julius blew a bubble. "Can you believe it?" they exclaimed. But if Lily did the exact same thing, they said, "Lily, let's mind our manners, please." Lily's parents were dazzled when Julius babbled and gurgled. "Such a vocabulary," they exclaimed. But if Lily did the exact same thing, they said, "Lily, let's act our age, please." Lily's parents were amazed when Julius screamed. "What lung capacity!" they exclaimed. But if Lily did the exact same thing, they said, "Lily, let's restrain ourselves, please." Because Lily's supposed to be more grown up. One morning, while Lily was busy playing opera, her mother said, "Why don't you put some of that verbal exuberance to good use? Why don't you tell Julius a nice story?" Do you know what opera is? Can you tell what she's doing? It's like opera is when people sing like la 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 la. So she's pretending to sing like that. Probably better than me. "He's too little to understand a story," said Lily. "He can understand it in his own way," said Lily's mother. "Okay," said Lily, smiling. "Julius, the Germ of the World, by me," said Lily. "Once upon a time," said Lily, "there was a baby. His name was Julius. Julius was really a germ. Julius was like dust under your bed. If he was a number, he would be 0. If he was a food, he would be a raisin. 0 is nothing. A raisin tastes like dirt. The end," said Lily. That story earned her 10 minutes in the uncooperative chair. Lily warned her friends Chester and Wilson and Victor about babies. "Trust me, they're dreadful," she said. She warned strangers about babies too. "You will live to regret that bump under your dress," she said. Lily ran away 7 times in one morning. "I'm really leaving this time," she called. "Who knows where they'll find me?" The same afternoon, Lily had a tea party and everyone came. Everyone but Julius. His invitation must have been lost in the mail, she explained. Lily had glorious dreams about Julius. Oh my gosh, look, she's dreaming that nasty old cat's chasing her. And she had ghastly nightmares too. Look, Julius turned into like a vampire baby. He's going to chase her off his tray. Lillys parents showered her with compliments and praise and niceties of all shapes and sizes. They even let her drink her juice out of the antique china cup. It didn't matter. Nothing worked. I am the queen, said Lily, and I hate Julius. This is my entire complete family. My new cup. Lily, me, mom, dad. That's all there is, really. Where's Julius? She left him out, didn't she? But her parents loved him. They kissed his wet pink nose, they admired his small black eyes, and they stroked his sweet white fur. Julius is the baby of the world, chimed Lily's parents. Disgusting, said Lily. When Lily's mother felt up to it, she planned a festive celebration in honor of Julius. All the relatives came. There was quite a spread. What's the big deal, said Lily. Haven't they all seen a silly lump before? Apparently not. All afternoon, the relatives hovered over Julius. They kissed his wet pink nose, they admired his small black eyes, and they stroked his sweet white fur. Disgusting, said Cousin Garland. What? Said Lily. Julius, said Cousin Garland. I think his wet pink nose is slimy. I think his small black eyes are beady. And I think his sweet white fur is not so sweet. He needs a diaper change. Lily's nose twitched. Her eyes narrowed. Her fur stood on end and her tail quivered. You are talking about my brother, said Lily. And for your information, his nose is shiny, his eyes are sparkly, and his fur smells like perfume. Cousin Garland was speechless. He can blow bubbles, continued Lily. He can babble and gurgle, and he can scream better than anyone. Cousin Garland tried to slink out of the room. Stop, said Lily. I am the queen. Watch me closely. Lily picked up Julius. She kissed his wet pink nose. She admired his small black eyes, and she stroked his sweet white fur. Your turn, said Lily, handing Julius over to Cousin Garland. Kiss, admire, stroke, Lily commanded. Now repeat after me, said Lily. Julius is the baby of the world. Julius is the baby of the world, said Cousin Garland. Louder, said Lily. Julius is the baby of the world. And from then on, he was, in everyone's opinion, especially in Lily's. She says, we're almost twins. So what made her change her mind about Julius? When Cousin Garland was saying the same thing she was saying, she decided she would stand up for him. So we're hoping that tomorrow when we bring Leo home, that Aditi and Jyoti will get along with him. But until then, have a great day, and I look forward to sharing Leo with you during our next story time. Bye-bye.